Hello there guys, and very welcome to Joe's Bus Train Plan and Lift Adventures. I trust that you are well. Today's video is going to be the 303 from Worcester to Kidderminster, but however, I'm in Kidderminster at the moment, but however, the journey is going to start at the Crowngate bus station in Worcester, and it's going to be a very exciting video. And of course there will be more than one 303 video. There will be the current 303 we know today, the 303 that used to go through the railway station, the 303 that used to go to Wolverhampton, Worcester to Wolverhampton by bus, and of course the one that used to link the Worcester Royal, Kidderminster General and Redditch Alexandra. And it's going to be a very exciting video. As you probably know, I filmed the 303 before during the Worcester floods, but however this is a proper one, because as you remember, during the coronavirus lockdown, the first one, the 303 got suspended and was almost going to be withdrawn. But the service is now reinstated, it's back to its normal route. And today's bus got on is an ex-first start. As you probably know, first used to operate in Kidderminster, and of course it fits in with all the first buses, which is in Worcester, because as you know, first still operate in Worcester. And I just hope that you enjoy the video. And of course a big shout out to Jake, who loves watching my YouTube videos. Keep watching, Jake, and I'm going to be uploading more videos yet to come. So as you know, I've just saw the bus just arriving, so I will see you at Worcester bus station.
So then we are now in Worcester, and we're about to depart the Crowngate bus station to Kidderminster bus station. And the Crowngate bus station is below the shopping centre, which is called the Crowngate, and that has variety of stores like Iceland, New Look, Superdrug, House of Fraser, Primark, and a few other stores. There is a lot of independence in that shopping centre. However, the one with House of Fraser and Primark is separate, but it's still part of the Crowngate itself. And then of course there was Cathedral Plaza, which was on the other side of Worcester, the south end. So anyway, the journey on the 303 today is going to go via Ombersley and Hartlebury, and then into Kidderminster. And we are travelling on an ex-first start. As you probably remembered what I said in the introduction, that today's video is going to include an ex-first start, and it fits in well with all the other first starts in Worcester, because as you know, Worcester has some ex-first starts that do the local services that go around Worcester. So the routes that you would find in Worcester, which is like under first, you've got the 30 from Worcester to Dines Green, the 31A to Henwick Park. There used to be a 31, but that was taken off during the coronavirus lockdown. The first one, you've got the 32 to Bainall in Kempsey. You've got the 34, which is a local service, and the 34 goes to Warndon Villages. You've got the 35 to Blackpool, which uses branded Mercedes-Benz Citaros, branded as the Nimrod. The 36 from Worcester City Centre to the Royal Hospital. The 37, which goes up to Northwick, almost the same route as this one. The 44 to Malvern Hills. 38, which is the direct service from Worcester to the Royal Hospital. 45 to the Sixth Form. There's even the services to Pershore. You've got the 144 that goes to Birmingham through Bromsgrove and uses branded B7s known as the Salt Road. And I'm hoping to do the Salt Road probably after the coronavirus pandemic. Don't know when that will happen at the moment, but like I say, I'm taking stuff easy at present. And as well as that, you've got the 144A that goes up to Cat's Hill. It used to be known as the 147 to Hales Owen, and the 363 up to Royal. Used to go further to Tewkesbury. There's even a service from Great Malvern to Upton, and then you got further on the Ledbury end, the 405 that goes on to Hereford, that only operates on Wednesdays, which is a midweek only service. 417 that goes from Worcester to Ledbury. Of course, there's a 420 from Worcester to Bromyard. There's a 482 from Ledbury to Leicester that operates Fridays only, end of the week. There's even the 600, that's the Ledbury local service, goes around Ledbury. You've got the 671 from Bromyard to Ledbury that operates Tuesdays only. 672, another Bromyard to Ledbury, which runs on Thursdays. 673, that runs Tuesdays and Thursdays, Bromyard to Ledbury. 674, Bromyard to Ledbury, but however, there's no time, I don't know what day that one operates, the 674. 675, Ledbury to Great Malvern, that runs on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, so it's a Monday to Saturday service, no service on Sundays. 676, that runs the same time, so it's a bit like the 113 and 114 that are either run Bridgnorth to Telford, except this one is on the Worcestershire end, so the 676 and the 675 are a bit like the 113, 114 because they run on the selective days. And then of course you got the school routes, and then of course you got the X50 towards Evesham, which is run by First. As well as that, you've got LMS that also operate in Worcester as well, and they do a handful of routes around Worcester area, and I'm hoping to give their services a try out. We've got the 20 that is the Droitwich Circular, and there is a service that runs Worcester to Droitwich, and you got and as well as that, you've got 20A and 20B which all run in Droitwich. And then of course there's the Worcester locals, the 21s, the 24s, the 39 Blackpool down to Lowerwick, the 42 from Worcester Hospital to the Morrisons. Well, it runs on Great Malvern end, so it goes to Great Malvern Morrisons supermarket. And as well as that, you've got the 356 that goes from Worcester to the Grafton Flyford. And so there is a handful of routes that they do, and then of course you got the 423 that is the Worcester to Alfric and back to Worcester, it's a circular, and of course you got the W3 to the 6 ways and the Pershore local, the 566. So there is quite a few routes around the Worcester area, and of course there's even Astons that do the 15A, 15C, which are the Kidderminster locals, the 19, the Droitwich local, along with the 21, 26, 27 and 54, which also operate in Worcester. The 26 and 27 go to Battenall. 54 goes from Pershore to Worcester. 294, Worcester to Kidderminster. 296, Worcester to Bewdley. 308, Worcester to Martley. 309, Worcester Sixthbourne to Hanley Broadheath. 310, Worcester to Martley and Clifton on Tame. Course 332, Hanley Castle to Worcester via Upton and Kempsey. 540, Evesham to Tewkesbury, used to go further to Cheltenham. 564, Pershore to Inkborough, Barrow, Evesham and Pershore. 565, Pershore to Elmley Castle, Evesham and Pershore. And of course there's a lot of the school services that they operate as well. And then of course you've got a service that runs from Worcester to Redditch, it's the 150 and continues up to Birmingham as well. And then, as well as that, you even have a service from Worcester to Tenbury Wells, which is the 758, operated by Yarrantons. Because, as you know, if you want to see Adam King's video, make sure you subscribe to his channel. It's all in capital letters. And he's done a Yarrantons Adventure. I didn't film the full 758, which is the Worcester to Tenbury to Worcester due to the memory, because, as you know, need to manage my memory as I can. But I filmed the 291 that is from Kidderminster to Tenbury, and the rest of the routes that I do are school contracts. So the only two frequent routes that I do is the 291 Kidderminster to Tenbury Wells via Bewdley, and of course the 758 from Tenbury Wells to Worcester via Great Whitley. So those are the routes that they do in the Worcestershire area. So that is all the routes that you would find in Worcester, and we are just now going through Northwick, and we've just gone past the old Northwick cinema. It's now known as a furniture shop, and of course we've also gone past the Co-op store as well in Northwick. So here we are, just heading into Ombersley right now. And after Ombersley, the service is going to head towards Hartlebury. And then after Hartlebury, the service is going to go on towards Kidderminster. And as you probably know, this goes the same route what I did on the previous video, the previous 303, and that was before the coronavirus pandemic, when everything was all bustling. But however, it's all changed since coronavirus, and as you know, I'm wearing my face mask, still keeping distance, social distancing, so it was used during this video that was put in place today. So here we are on our way now towards the Ombersley area, and then on to Hartlebury. So then we're now on our way towards the island now, which is the turn off towards the A449, and the A449 has different exits. The first exit, coming on this side, turns off towards Kidderminster, which we're heading for, and along with the West Midlands Safari Park, and of course the popular Severn Valley Railway, which runs from Kidderminster to Bridge North. The second exit for the A449 goes to the M5 motorway, and it also gives connections onto Evesham and Blackpool, and of course the Worcester Royal Hospital. There's even another exit, but does not go on to the A449. Instead it goes down a little lane into a small hamlet of Claines. But however, the road that we're coming along, which we are on the A449, goes into Worcester city centre and goes to a coach and lorry park, and of course the popular art gallery. So we're about to turn off onto the A449 to Kidderminster. So then we're now going on to the A449 towards Kidderminster, and in the background will be the Aberley Clock Tower that is served by the 758 service from Worcester to Tenbury Wells. And coming up will be a big sign, a big green sign on the A449 to all the destinations. 12 miles to Kidderminster, 28 miles to Wolverhampton, and 45 miles up into Stafford. However, we're heading to Kidderminster. So, as you probably know, it's a bit similar to a motorway, but however, this is an A road because the A road signs are green while the motorway signs are blue. So this is a little bit of a similar version to the A34 trunk road that goes from Bicester in Oxfordshire down to Winchester in Hampshire, and that joins up with the M3 motorway that then goes down to Southampton, then joins up with the M27 to take them down to Ringwood, down towards the New Forest, and then the A31 that will take into Ringwood and then on to Bournemouth, and then join with the A338 into Bournemouth town centre. And then that would then lead down to Swanage area, which is south of Bournemouth, and it's on the Jurassic Coast. So here we are, just going down in towards the small village of Ombersley. Well, village, it's a hamlet. And of course you've got sign for Chatley, and of course the Hawford Dove coat run by the National Trust, because as you know, the National Trust manage a lot of UNESCO sites, natural beauty locations within Worcestershire, Staffordshire, and even in Shropshire and even beyond. And of course you even got you've got Hadley as well, and of course you've got the Hadley Bowling Green Inn, which is around that way as well, and as well as Hadley, that is all the areas that's coming up. So we're just about to come into the small hamlet of Ombersley, almost. Just going by Park Farm Shooting Ground, and there'll be a big sign coming up which will take us onto the A4133 to Ombersley, and of course there's connections to Droitwich and Tenbury, and however there is no service to Droitwich from Ombersley or to Tenbury, but there used to be a service from Ombersley to Droitwich. That was the 354 that went from Harlow down to Redditch. There is only a rare occasion when a Tenbury bus does go through Ombersley, and that was during the Worcester floods back in 2020. And any time when that happens, even if there's like diversions that's been put in place, but however that is only now and again. So we're nearly arriving at the hamlet of Ombersley, and when we get to Ombersley the service is going to continue down towards the Hampton areas, which includes Dunhampton, Northampton and Sitchhampton as well. So there are good So then we're now coming into Ombersley. As you can tell, there's a lot of Tudor houses to be seen in the area, and of course there's only a small amount of shops which are basically independents, like small pubs, and of course you've got the church that sits in the middle of the hamlet. So we're just now leaving Ombersley and we're heading down towards Hartlebury, and we will be coming out by the Reindeer Inn pub, and then further down, if you go towards Doverdale and go further down an area where there's no buses, there's the Honeybee pub as well. So then we're still on the A4133, and we're just coming out of the Ombersley area, and we will be reverting back onto the A449 to carry on into Kidderminster, and then we will turn off to go on towards Hartlebury, and then now on to the A449 back into Kidderminster. So here we are, and of course the Reindeer Inn, which is now known as Pet Supply Company store, and of course there's a few pubs, and there's even the Leaking Well, And then, of course, we'll come out by the Mitre Oak, which is over north of Ombersley. And just after Ombersley, we'll continue over to the Hartlebury service station and then continue towards Hartlebury itself. And of course in Dunhampton you've got the Honeybee and of course the Little Owl Farm Park as well.
So then, we're now down at Hoover. Of course, we're towards the A442. Continue on to Telford. So maybe I could consider a Worcester to Telford with my bus. But however, those two will have to be done virtually, so that would include the 303, which is this one, then the 125, and then on to what is actually
just about to complete the journey, and thank you very much for watching the 303 Worcester to Kidderminster via Ombersley and Hartlebury, and it's been a good pleasure for you to be enjoying. Once again, shout out to Jake, who loves watching my YouTube videos. Keep watching, there will be more to come, and the next video coming up is going to be, of course, the service 133 Kidderminster to Droitwich, and that will be released coming up. And the next ones after this will be all about the 303, and of course the routes that were done by First Bus in Kidderminster. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.